Hello, Clive Tompkins reporting for the Finance News Network. Joining me today from oil and gas explorer WHL Energy is Managing Director David Rowbottam. David, welcome back. Since we last spoke, WHL Energy has made significant progress with your flagship Seychelles project. Can you just recap the major actions completed this year?
Thanks, Clive. This year has been the year for us in regards to that flagship project. People were aware that the licence we had expired at the end of January and were, I think, concerned that we weren't going to be able to farm it out in time. But we did get an extension from the Seychelles Regulatory Authority, which allowed us to sign a non-binding letter of intent with Ophir on the 19th of February. Ophir is a company with a market capitalisation of $1.7 billion, based out of the UK, but they have a large number of deep water acreage positions in West and East Africa. We then followed that up on the 4th of March by proceeding to an executed and binding farm-out agreement, which was announced to the market. And then this week, the Attorney General's Department in the Seychelles has been able to confirm that the petroleum agreement we've negotiated between ourselves, Petro Seychelles, as the regulator, and Ophir, will be recommended for execution. And we're now looking to set a date for the signing ceremony around that petroleum agreement, and at the same time finish the joint operating agreement, even though many of the major points have already been agreed as part of the farm out. So from a slow start in terms of that project, we've come a long way in probably just 3 months this year already.
Good. Thanks, David. So what further news can investors expect in the near term from the Seychelles?
Well, there will be a formal signing ceremony around the petroleum agreement, and that's actually also a key milestone in the deal timetable with ourselves and Ophir. That's a condition precedent for what they call completion. The completion point will also be the point in time in which the operatorship of the project will transfer from WHL across to Ophir. And that is very important in the context of the timetable that we've currently got running with our 3D seismic acquisition. This trigger of the completion point also includes the payment of past costs in cash to our company, but as we are in a position to then let the 3D seismic acquisition contract, it will bring forward the 3D shoot that people have been waiting for, to see that we get further information on the project leads we have in the Seychelles. Okay,
good. So with Ophir becoming operator, is there going to be a formal handover of the project?
Clive, that's already commenced. In fact, we have people from Ophir in our office today. And as people may note if they look at the Ophir website, that their commercial and corporate group are based in London, but a lot of their technical people are actually based here in Perth, so it's quite easy for us to be able to liaise with them. And at the moment, one of the key issues that we're going through with the Ophir technical people is that we had already issued invitations to tender, and as part of that, we're now reviewing those and recommending to Ophir a preferred contractor, and that contractor would then be part of the 3D seismic acquisition that I spoke about earlier. I think also too it's going to be easier to transfer that operatorship, given the technical group are here. Is we've actually had people between the two offices already talking and liaising without the tyranny of distance between here and London, so it's working out quite well.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so this new milestone in today's announcement should certainly help reduce the risks of the Seychelles project. Is that right?
Yes, Clive. The risks that WHL always had were to do with both resources and technical risks. In resources, the 3D shooting going through to a drilling program were always going to be beyond us, so there was always a need to farm it out. But also in terms of technical skills after the 3D seismic acquisition stage, and that's where the project execution skills of someone like Ophir were going to be important to us. And Ophir bring a lot of skills in terms of regional achievements in offshore drilling and exploration that were beyond the skill set we have within our own company. So it makes for an excellent partnership that will take through, if we are successful in our exploration phase, to a development which is also within the capabilities of Ophir.
And on the subject of 3D, David, can you give us an update on your main project, La Bella, in the Otway Basin?
Clive, yes, La Bella is our other major project. We call the Seychelles our flagship project. We are very close to being able to make another announcement regarding progress on the 3D interpretation. However, I'd like to separate that next week, and I really think today belongs to Seychelles. And again, I'd also like to express the thanks from our company to Petro Seychelles and the other members of the government departments that have helped us in the Seychelles progress this project to where we're at.
Yeah, good. And look, congratulations. It's no mean feat. David Rowbottam, thanks for the update.
Thanks, Clive, and look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Certainly.